Well, now that school's out for summer, academic learning can sometimes take a little bit of a backseat to other summertime activities, but it doesn't have to. To keep your children's minds sharp, Alison Burke is here from Oxford Learning Waterloo. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So the first question is, when children are not as engaged in academic activities, is that detrimental to their learning?
Absolutely. Just like us as adults, if we don't do something for a while, we lose some of that skill. And they say that you lose up to almost 3 months worth of what you've learned through the school year over the summer loss.
Wow, that's pretty significant. So,
huge.
I mean, what's step one? What should kids be doing this summer?
If anything, reading.
Yes.
I mean, you're going to spend time with family. Why not make that into a family activity? Reading, doing some journals, doing things while you're traveling. If you're going on vacation, help the kids, have them plan out what they're going to do some research on some of your travels, or do the logging for the kilometers that you might do to keep the math learning going.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And like you said, it can be a family activity, so you don't have to be off reading by yourself. You can read together.
Yeah, read together, different levels of books, being able to discuss it, to talk about whether or not they're understanding what they're reading. That's a huge thing that the schools are looking for.
All right, so a goal for every student this summer should maybe be to create a summer reading list. What recommendations would you have for that list?
Well, a couple of things too. You want to read what you're interested in. But at Oxford, we are doing a summer book report challenge on our website. And the few books that I brought that talk about books that they could read for grades 1 to 5. You've got The Velveteen Rabbit, which is a classic favorite. This is actually mine from home that I received from my former kindergarten teacher.
Wow.
We still stay in touch, which is great. For the older set, there's some Captain Underpants, The Adventures of Captain Underpants there.
That was a fun one.
It's a good one. Wrinkle in Time and Bridge to Terabithia are another.
Bridge to Terabithia is my favorite book from childhood.
Yeah, exactly. And from grades 6 to 8, that's kind of that range there. Holes is another good one. And some of these ones have movies too, which is another great connection. They could read the book first, then discuss it, and then watch the movie as a family, so that everyone kind of is in place on the same page. And then I brought The Help, Ender's Game, and then also Tuesdays with Maury from the high school bunch. And so
that was my next question. Once we sort of get out of the younger children's ages and into the teen years, that can be a whole different challenge in getting them to read. Any advice on that?
I mean, really, if you keep it going through the younger ages, it tends to be something you gravitate to. Yes. I read 3 books this long weekend. I love to read. So I think as long as you keep it in their life, they tend to like it a little bit more, and making those connections and being able to have those conversations. So a lot more in the schools now, they are doing books that have movies based on them, so that you can make that connection. But for the Help is one of them, and it's a fantastic novel, but to be able to make a connection, some people need that. So
that can be a good goal too, to have your children read the book before they see the movie. That can always be a motivation.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I always preferred the book to a movie. So.
I do too.
So that's a great one too, to keep them reading, and as an incentive just to talk about it.
So for parents at home who are maybe watching right now and are thinking, I want to get in on this summer reading challenge, how do they go about doing that?
So it's at our website, oxfordlearning.com/summer reading, and it's from July 1st to August 31st. And basically what they're doing is you have to submit a book report, about 450 pages in length. You can submit as many as you want.
Okay.
The best one will be chosen, but it has to be from your age group, so your grade grouping. And then the winner of the big grand prize winner will win an iPad mini.
Wow.
But then from each category, there'll be a winner, and they'll win a $100 Chapters gift card.
And you'll have the information of which books are appropriate for each.
It's all on the website,
All right, perfect. Well, what I think we're going to do is add a link to that website at our website, which is kitchener.ctvnews.ca. Thank you so much for being here today, Alison.
Great.
And to everybody at home, happy reading. Back over to the desk with you, Nancy.